manifestors, hi fam, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your girl is Miss Masha, and it is finally July. So on today's video we're gonna be doing July's budget, but I have a lot on my mind that I want us to talk about when it comes to budgeting. Let's get to it. If you are new on this channel, I am doing lifestyle, so that is like vlogs, shopping, and just anything related to touching finances. And also I do finances overall and a little bit of like cooking on my channel. So if it's something that you really do love, please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. That's the first thing that I'm asking from you, which is for free, so that the video can reach a whole lot of people. And comment something on the comment section so that we can engage together. And make sure that you do press the notification button so that our community can grow. So far, thank you so much for everyone who has been showing me so much love on the recent videos. I really do see the growth, so thank you so much for that. So in a month of July, I've got a few things that I want to pay, and that is a stokvel, TNC. Then I've got rent, got groceries, electricity, Canva, Netflix. I've got gas because I use a gas stove. A birthday stokvel, can't forget that one, it helps a lot. And then I have my grocery stokvel. I have my credit that I need to pay as well. And then I have to get some petrol in there, but usually for petrol I never really budget it. I just use whatever that is left. And then we have our snowball challenge. So since it's July, we have to put in, that is 700 rands, right? Okay, hopefully we do have. And then for petrol we're gonna have 1,500. Credit, it's 2,045 rands. Groceries, we're gonna leave them at 1,000 because I'm actually home right now. Birthday stokvel is 200 rands. Gas, it's 400 rands. Netflix, it's 180. Canva, it's 110. Then electricity, it's 400 rands. Groceries, I'm gonna leave them at 1.5. And then rent is gonna be 4,000. And then the other one, the other stokvel, it's 3,000. That's what I have for July. So I have my snowball challenge in there, but remember we once spoke about that I need to start the emergency fund. So I actually forgot to put it down. So my budget is gonna move a little bit. So the emergency fund, I've got one amulet for 500 rands and then the other for 1,000. So right now I think it's better for us to start with the lowest one, which is the one for 500 rands. I love doing a budget. It's something that I really love. It's quite easy for me. I've made it a habit. It works for me. I get to see where my money goes. However, I never do the zero-based budget, so I usually have a certain amount that is left just floating in case anything goes wrong. I have some amount that I can use to deal with that, so I never really do the zero-based budget. So yes, I do allocate my money to go do certain things, as right now you've seen when I was just drafting down my budget. But it doesn't mean that I'm left with like 0 rands from that. Hence right now I just added the emergency fund. So I just need to calculate and see overall how much am I planning to spend this month, and if everything is gonna fit in. That's how I do my budget. But when I was planning to do this video and to do this budget, it was not really about the budgeting itself, but it was about how can a budget also keeps you back. I just thought about it, like how can a budget keeps you back? Because I think with a budget you get used to knowing how to use your money, and you get comfortable knowing that you can fit everything within your budget. But it never really opens a room for curiosity. It never really opens a room where you think of how to actually make money. That's a conversation that we need to have, especially in this economy of how to actually make more money. Other YouTubers that have different streams of income, and it's quite beautiful, and some of them, they've got an 8 to 5 work, they're doing YouTube, they're doing a whole lot of things that are bringing them money. Have you ever sat down, looked at your budget and be like, yes God, I'm thankful I can afford to do all these things, but this is not what I want for my life. This is not where I want to be. This is not going to give me the wealth or the kind of financial well-being that I want for myself. So now it brings me to the topic of how do we actually look at things that can bring us an extra income? Where do we go to look for those things? And the first thing that I thought of was YouTube. We are doing YouTube. Maybe you are watching this video, you are also a content creator. It is also a platform that you can grow and it can make you an income. Currently, my YouTube is not bringing me an income, and we are growing. I'm really grateful for that, and I hope that like in few months we can be able to make an income. The other platforms where you can also make an income without really sweating that much is platforms such as Facebook, where you can open your page or you can open your personal Facebook account and make it to be sort of like a page so that everyone can subscribe to your page. And then the engagements and the posts that you do, you build up a certain amount of money, and at the end of the month you will be able to be paid when the money reaches a certain amount. So those are some of the things that one can consider to bring in money. The other part is that, especially if you are working in 8 to 5, I feel like we relax quite a lot. We do not think of anything else besides the 8 to 5. And the question is, what are you doing with the hours that you have from 5 up to like 9 in the evening? What are you doing then? Are you studying? Are you doing anything that is advancing you to be a better person, to be able to make your lifestyle different next year? Because if you aren't doing anything right now to change your life, then the budget that you are doing today is going to be the very same budget that you're going to be doing next year. If you have an 8 to 5, yes, they will increase your salary next year, but they're going to increase it just to meet the standard of living within that year. So it means you're actually stagnant. You are not going anywhere. So it is very important for us to talk about this, for us to think further than the budget, and for us to consider and equip each other and teach each other about growing our income. The other thing is to sell your skill, whatever skill that you have. So if you can actually like do a weave, then you can sell that skill to others so that they can be able to do the very same thing that you are doing and make an income. If you know how to do public speaking, you can also hold classes and uplift others to have self-confidence so that they can be able to articulate and speak as freely and confidently as well. And when it comes to finances, if you are really good in managing finances, you can sell like the different methods that have worked for you to pay off your debt. The different savings challenges, I also do have some savings challenges, and if you do want to buy them, you can actually let me know on the comment section so that I can do them for you and courier them to wherever you are, or just you can buy the PDF version of them. So when it comes to savings challenges as well, just creating them, making cute, making them fun, it's also a skill that one needs to have, and I really find it fun doing that. So if you do want to get those savings challenges, you can let me know. And just coaching people when it comes to finances, because one thing about finances that I've learned, because I've also learned about finances very late, it's the fact that we have not been taught enough about finances in school. Finances, it's a language that we're never taught at home. So it is very hard for us to know, especially our skin color. It's very hard for us to know what to do with funds when we get them. We don't really know where to invest. We don't really know what is important, for us to first invest in. And by investing, it's I'm using that word not in a sense of growing the money, but in the sense of what kind of insurances that we should prioritize. Where should we actually save our money, and what should we buy in a credit and what we shouldn't buy in a credit. We don't really have enough talks a lot concerning that subject. So when I started with my finances, it was a journey because I used to travel a lot outside of the country. And with that, I always ask myself, okay, you have managed to save this certain amount of money to travel outside, but when you are outside, you also have a limited budget that you are willing to spend, because you have to think of when you're coming back home, are you gonna have enough money also just to boost you until your next payday? And I did not like that. And that is when I tried to explore, and I tried to watch more videos when it comes to finances, because I wanted to know what can I do better. So when it comes to doing better, I've realized that you need to explore other things. You need to look at your strengths. You need to explore within your strengths, your experience that you have, and also see how you can help others with whatever strengths that you have and whatever experiences or knowledge that you have, so that you can also make money out of it. I've heard another YouTuber, it's Noma's Diary, and she was talking about having 7 streams of income, and it blew my mind off, because when she spoke about the amount that she was getting from the 8 to 5 to the amount that she's making from the 7 streams of income, she tripled her income. So she tripled it, and that was beautiful. I was like, yeah, you go. So I also want us on this channel to look at things that can help us to grow, things that we can do online. There's Upworks. If you're good in writing, consider checking out Upworks as well and see if you can't do anything. And also, if you are a good writer, you can be a ghostwriter and people can pay you for that quite good. And also just the strength that you have. So if you're somebody that actually matriculated with flying colors when it comes to maths or science, it is still a field that needs more attention, especially in rural areas. So you can actually tutor, take your time and just give those kids some attention and tutor them and just work on that. So I really want us to explore in the next few months on what else can we do to actually grow our income. So currently, with the budgets that I'm doing, I am working on one income stream, and I want, so far as this is mid-year, I want us to be able to budget on 2 income streams, because I think the more we work together, the more we equip each other, and the more I just put this energy to actually look at other ways of making an income, then we're gonna keep on growing financially. So I want us at least to reach December being able to say, now we've got 2 streams of income. So I will also explore some of the opportunities that are also in my workplace, and also opportunities that I get to find from outside by watching videos, by speaking with other people and learning of what else one can do out there. So do not let your budget hold you back. Let your budget show you also that there is a need for you to be hungry. There is a need for you to wanting to grow. So do not let your budget to become like your comfort zone. Let your budget show you that yes, right now you are able to survive, but you can do better. So I want us to explore on that. So as we are doing the July budget, I am grateful that I'm able to do all these things without a headache, and also being able to pay my credit. We still have a long way to go with the credit that I'm paying. We'll have a separate video on the credit and just look at it and see how we can pay it off quickly if it's going to be possible. But currently I'm just paying the minimum, which is 2,045 rands on that credit. So we need to make ways, because I cannot pay way more than what I'm paying, because I would just want to balance like being able to pay the credit and also just saving a little bit. I know with other people it's like, why can't you just pay it off? But it is a whole lot of amount, so I just want to balance things out and be able to do both. So I want to pay off the credit and I also want to save a little bit, hence that is why we are doing the snowball challenge. And currently I want to start with the emergency fund, because I want to give myself a little bit of a peace of mind, knowing that if I do want to like repair my car or buy like a wheel or something like that, so that I can be able to do that without really stressing so much. So that we can differ on that, but that's how I want to do it. That's how I want to balance things out. So we've got the July budget, and on the next video we are going to do the snowball challenge. I always share that when I do it. So currently we have budgeted 700 rands for it, and I want us to see if maybe we can put more or not. But if not, that is fine. We can just put the minimum, which is 700 rands for the month of July, since it's the 7th month. And then we'll also be able to explore, because right now I'm not at my place, and then we have to go do our groceries. We've budgeted 1.5 and see if we are gonna have enough, because for the month of July it's not going to be really that long for us, since I have few days at home, and then when I go back I think I'll be left with like 3 weeks for July. So I will not need so many things as groceries at my place. I think I will survive with whatever few things that can fit into 1.5. I know that I never really put like your airtime and stuff on my budget, like little things like that, which I do buy. I do put on my phone like airtime and data as well, obviously, so that I can reach you guys and be able to upload and engage with you guys. So I never really, that usually falls on the amount that I'm left with. But the paying off side, like the snowball, the emergency fund, the stokvels, you get to see those, because I prioritize those, because that is like paying myself, as much as I've already got my birthday stokvel. But it's fun to do that with a community of people. It also just brings out, you know, like discipline, which I'm grateful for. But I want you to think of ways to actually use whatever that you have right now to make yourself more money, to explore that, to look at that. So I really want us to do that. And thank you so much for watching this video. I will definitely see you on the next one, when we are going to be doing our snowball challenge, just like our savings challenges. And also, yeah, maybe it's gonna be like a vlog style, like, and also just doing our groceries and stuff like that. So you girl, like I'm saying, I'm home, been doing a little bit of farming. I've burnt but it's fine. I'm having so much fun just being home. Yeah, I'm just enjoying being outside and getting my hands dirty. My nails are already out because I've been just doing a lot of like some, you know, just getting my hands dirty on the earth and just on the soil and just like planting, watering the garden and doing all of that. So it's very fun for me. I enjoy doing that, and you know, house chores and everything. So yeah, Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to give it a thumbs up, give it that love, press that love button, and please do share it with one person so that it can reach other people as well. We are growing the community, and I'm hoping that in December we would have reached 5,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll definitely see you on the next one.